Muy buenas, bienvenidos al canal Rinconeros y Rinconeras. Vamos a empezar hoy el juego este que me lo dejaron ayer de Sinking City. Vamos a ver de qué va, parece como de miedo. Vamos a ir. Inspirado por las obras de H.P. Lovecraft, The Sinking City retrata una era en la que las minorías étnicas, raciales y de otro tipo tenían mala... no me da tiempo a leer. Vale, si termina esto. Si muere se cargará tu última particularidad, tu personaje reemplazado en el área de su vida más próxima. Me deja el triángulo con el ojo Illuminati ahí en el póster, ¿lo habéis visto ahí arriba en medio? A ver si ahora me despierto aquí para poder verlo. Equipo de primeros auxilios, ladrillo, barco caronte. Vale, vamos a ver aquí la primera foto Illuminati, que la he visto aquí al lado de la cama. Aquí, ya estamos con la pirámide y el ojo Illuminati ahí. Una captura de pantalla. Vale, te digo cómo la cogen, ¿no? Para cogerla. cancelable.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Si no nos dejamos nada, parece que no me deja cogerlo. Ya verás. Parece como que hay algo, pero no me deja verlo.
Take your belongings off my ship first. Take your belongings off my ship first.
No saques tus cosas de mi barco. Falta esa mierda de ahí, tío.
Never trust a tourist advertisement. Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Ahora, vale. Es algo también que no me deja, no sé por qué, tío. Yo creo que ahora nos dejará terminar todo, ¿no?
Now get out!
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature, scion of a robust bloodline, a philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought, like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Vale, encontrar llave de la habitación, empieza para obtener más información. La aspira un poco a Cádiz. Si vemos más simbología Illuminati, ya nos hemos encontrado la primera pirámide de Dios por ahí. Así que seguramente veamos más. Vale, vamos a ver varios sitios.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. These fishermen supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Vamos a hablar con todos los vamos. Aquí todo subir para arriba. Otra vez por aquí.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this. Hello? Hey.
Oh, my head.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired...
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to...
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head... And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant.
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing.
Where are all the other guys?
And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already...
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsider, show some respect. K is our lord, our light.
Sorry, I didn't know. I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or... K, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Vale, aquí estás. Aquí está el palacio de la... Por aquí. Encontraremos más simbolitos Illuminatis.
Choo choo. Ahem.
Let's see what you find, newcomer. Let's see what you find, newcomer.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Glenna, Nechri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulina, Haftin.
this, ape face. Yeah, run!
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed. The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
What's happening?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Take this, ape face. Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
What's happening?
Take this. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
¿Rita?
¿Qué pasa ahí yo?
¿Qué pasa?
Pues aquí, con el jueguecito nuevo este.
Aquí que hay una cola de no sé qué mierda es esta cola, tío.
¿Una cola de qué?
De coche, ¿no, cabrón?
No, yo qué sé. Estoy aquí investigando por el juego este.
¿Tiene miedo? ¿Tiene miedo?
Sí, está... tiene intriga.
¿Tiene miedo? ¿Tiene miedo?
I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer, and keep your hands where I can see them.
El peta es un cagón, el peta es un
Instructions, did I
cagón.
not?
Así de la mente, algo tengo que hacer ahí, tío, no me entero, a ver. No sé ni lo que estoy haciendo. Palacio de la mente. Combina las pistas para hacer deducciones.
Y yo, a un coche ahí averiado, ¿no? Me cago en los muertos, normal, tío. Puta cola que hay aquí, filio liado. O le han dado una trompada uno a otro.
Esto tiene muchas cositas. Puedo rastrear a Albert. Esto tiene muchas cosas, mucho lío.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Viva en el peta, volar, volar, volar.
Sí, sí. Vamos a hacerlo con los desafíos del permite, ¿no?
Mira el coche, puta. Chía, daos algo, compadre. Que sí, hacemos lo que quieras.
Había visto una pirámide con el ojo Illuminati aquí en el juego, nada más empezar, así, pero nada más empezar. Me canteo.
Y todo el mundo a volar, volar, volar.
Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us. Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us.
Paranoia, no sé qué hay que hacer ahora, tío.
The door won't budge.
Tú, la música, loco, la música, la música, la música.
Música, la música. La música.
No sé qué tengo que hacer, ni a dónde ir, puta locura.
Yo allí, sitio que hay ahí, ¿no?
Una locura, tío, no sé qué hay que hacer.
Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days. Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella?
Vamos a volver a investigar a ver con quién hablamos aquí.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere. Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground.
Mr. Carpenter's
They're
food get away with
everywhere.
this darn port closure.
What's your problem?
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
Bye.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you.
You're some kind of,
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh,
seems a little generic, don't you think?
I see many things, boy, and I will tell you them in detail.
All right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the and I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars circled by the dead. A race from one to the next. As time itself laughs.
Che cabrón.
I think I'd like my bullet.
It is what it is. The truth will out.
Why do I feel like I got scammed?
Mira, tengo el trofeito, de puta madre. Me gusta.
You want a drink? You want a drink? You want a drink?
What the? Get them! Oh! What the? Get them! Oh!
The door won't budge.
¿Está concentrado, no peta?
Sí, tío. Es grande el mapa, no sé para dónde hay que ir aquí.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Intriga de ir investigando, eres como un detective, tienes que investigar la desaparición de un chaval aquí en un pueblo. Y no sé qué y no sé cuánto. que el pueblo está grande, tienes que ir reuniendo pistas por aquí, por allá, hablando con unos, con otros, con una locura.
Nada, yo voy a llegar ya.
Don't do that again.
Venga, cuidado, por ir ahí al barco, loco. Que saque a pillar mi viejo. Voy a tirar hacia el agua, a ver por aquí.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
Una ruta que me manda para allá.
Esto es como para
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Now get out!
Oye.
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it? Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania? Mr. Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's her son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
Bye. Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Choo choo. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
El pétalo baila así. ¿Cómo se llama el juego? ¿Cómo se llama el juego que tú estás jugando?
The Sinking City.
De
Sinking
City. ¿Cómo se escribe Sinking?
S-I-N-K-I-N-C.
The Sinking City.
Estoy un poco rayado, no sé.
Ya sé cuál es. El de nota este que es claro, del pulpo este, claro.
I've said everything I
Está
know.
guapo,
No está mal, lo único que ahora no sé lo que tengo que hacer. A ver,
Déjamelo, ¿no?
sí, bájate por él.
Guapo se ve, ¿no?
Pues es complicado, no sé ni lo que hay que hacer ni para dónde ir, tío. Creo que tengo que ir a lo verde aquí ahora.
Pues eso serán las misiones que tiene que hacer, ¿no, cabrón?
Sí, creo que tengo que ir aquí a lo verde.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
No entiendo muy bien. Se han reunido las pruebas clave. Se han reunido las pruebas clave. Reunir hasta las pruebas, vale. Pues no sé, tendré que ir a uno de esos dos puntos de allí. No entiendo nada. Tanto que me falta ni que tengo que hacer. Que no sé qué es lo que tengo que hacer, a dónde ir. Tendría que por aquí que he mirado todo también.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off. The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
Ahora me quedo atrapado. No, claro, ¿eh?
Sí.
Paranoia, a ver dónde saca que puedes usar las cabinas de teléfono que hayas descubierto por la ciudad como medio de viaje rápido. No me entero bien el silencio que hay que hacer ahora. A ver, juego, básicamente. Los amigas como hombre le da igual que nada del bien, evita permanecer mucho tiempo en el agua. Vale.
I gave you clear instructions, did I? I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Estoy rayando, tío. No voy al puto ese, si pone que por ahí podéis. Ahí pone como que tengo la... Se han reunido las pruebas clave, por aquí me pone que se han reunido todas las pruebas, no las pruebas claves todas. Vamos a venir a la puta casa. aquí me dan suministro de estos recursos. Qué locuras en ese tío, no sé cómo hacer. No entiendo nada.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this. Choo choo. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. 5 cards short of a full house.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Now get out!
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around. You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Embrace your fate. Embrace your fate.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
What's the problem?
You want a drink? You want a drink? You want a drink? You want a drink?
Pero ahora sí. Pero tú crees que ya
What the? Get them! Oh.
Se me escapa por aquí, no sé qué.
The door won't budge.
What the? Get them! Oh.
Fotografía de carga de trofeo. Estoy atrapado, no sé qué tengo que hacer.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
Modo 1, modo 2, modo 3. Por ahí me muero, tío. No tiene pinta de poder
Que más le duele ahí.
Bueno, ahora vamos a dejar aquí, nos hemos quedado ya pillados, no sabemos para dónde tenemos que ir, pero bueno, pinta bien el jueguecito, ¿no?